Welcome back to the WOYU channel. Today, we'll teach you step by step how to install an Antrack V1. For today's demonstration, we are using an Antrack V1 paired with 4 S19 XP HYD 93T units. Also, this great value package is now available on our WOYU official website. Part 1. Configuring power and network. First, we remove the panel of the electrical box. We need to connect the Antrack V1 to an external 3-phase 4-wire power supply. If you are not particularly familiar with electrical operations, then I suggest you hire a professional electrician to handle it for you. Now we can see the external power for this V1 has been connected. Next, we just need to connect the network cable. This is used for an external computer to connect to the miners. We can see the V1 comes with an 8-port switch. 4 of the ports are already connected to the miners in the 4 lower slots. We just need to plug into any one of the remaining ports. Then, connect another network cable from the computer to the switch. This will facilitate connecting and configuring the miners from the computer later. After both the power and network are connected, we put the cover panel of the electrical box back on. Step 2. Adding the circulating liquid. Before adding water, you must ensure that the water valves are in the closed position. The valve handle pointing this way indicates it is closed. We need to check that every water valve is closed. Otherwise, water will spill out later. There are 9 valves in total. We need to fill the replenishment water tank. The filler port for the replenishment tank is on the top of the machine. We need to use a ladder or stool to get to the top of the machine. Then, first unscrew the 3 fixing screws. And open the water tank cover. So, this is the replenishment water tank we need to fill. After filling it with water, we go to the side of the machine. There are water tanks on both the left and right sides. They will have markings, including a minimum liquid level line and a maximum liquid level line. If the level is below this line or above this line, the miner will perform an emergency stop protection action. We need to observe whether the water level in the tank meets the requirements. The design of this base plate is slightly tilted to prevent water from leaking downwards if the water tank ruptures and affecting the machine. So, it's normal if it appears crooked when you receive it. Step 3. Installing the miners. Today we are using 4 Bitmain S19 XP HYD 93T units. Remove the protective plug from the miner's water inlet port. Connect the hot water pipe to the lower right interface of the miner. Connect the cold water pipe to the upper left interface of the miner. Remove the protective cover from the aviation plug and securely connect the power connector. Connect the pre-installed network cable. Repeat these steps to install the miners in the remaining 3 slots. Step 4. Open all water valve switches. To allow liquid to flow into the miners, we need to open all the water pipe valves. to let the water flow down. You must ensure that these water pipes are securely connected before we go to open these valves. There are 8 water valves in total. 4 cold, 4 hot. And remember, don't open this one at the bottom. This is used for drainage. If this one is accidentally opened, water will spray out directly. Then, wait for the water to slowly fill this area. Afterwards, we can turn on the power. Step 5. Powering on the miners. Turn on, in sequence, the main switch, DC power supply, water pump power supply, and the power for the 4 miners. At this point, we can see the internal liquid flowing rapidly under the action of the water pump. The fans at the back also start to make a loud noise and begin heat dissipation work. Right after powering on, there will be many dense bubbles. The bubbles will slowly be expelled through the exhaust ports on the top of the chassis. It should take about 10–15 minutes to alleviate. It takes about 3 hours for the bubbles to be completely exhausted. Step 6. Configuring the miners. When we see the large bubbles in the pipes turn into some fine, small bubbles, or if you have a flow meter and measure the liquid flow rate is above 8.5 liters per minute, you can start configuring your miners. After the miner configuration is complete, we can use our hand to feel the hot air blown out by the fans. At this point, the installation of the Antrack V1 and the 4 machines is complete. Step 7. How to remove miners or replace the liquid. When removing miners or needing to replace the liquid, first turn off the power to the miners. Do not turn off the other power supplies yet, because the V1 and the miners still have residual heat. Wait for the temperature of the water pipes to drop to near room temperature, or until it stops decreasing. Then turn off the remaining power supplies. After turning off all power supplies, remember to first close the cold and hot water valves for the miners. Then, unplug the power and network cables. Remember to put the protective covers back on the aviation plugs to prevent water from splashing onto the miners when disconnecting the water pipes later. For the power connectors, press on the water pipe connection point and pull out the water pipe. Move the miner away. If you need to change the liquid or drain it through the faucet at the very bottom. Remember to open it slowly to prevent the liquid from gushing out instantly.